reading for you about somebody who was feeling like things were going pretty well or everything was great, but now they've happened upon some information and they wish that they hadn't found that out. We've got little broken hearts above this cute little kitty cat's face. So we've got somebody who feels like this information has really changed their perspective for the negative, and it makes them wonder if now it's best to be like going on their own, not really connecting with this individual or perhaps this group. So this could be finding out about a social group, finding out about a love interest, or even, you know, a friend at work, right? But let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. And I hope you're having a good day. If you're interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedwandstarot@gmail.com. It's in the description box for you, as is more information on how to become a member. Thank you to the current members. Let's dive in. We're gonna go with the golden, oops, the Golden Art Nouveau. What else do we have? The Four of Pentacles in the reverse and the Ace of Swords with the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. So I think this is somebody who accidentally says something or posts something before they should, forgot that they didn't block someone. There's truth that is shared, and I feel like its intended audience is not this hermit individual, but they end up hearing it anyways, and it makes them realize that something is not going the way that they wanted it to. Kind of like overhearing your friends gossip about you, and you thought you could trust them, finding out you maybe can't. Hello, Joelle, how you doing? Ace of Wands in the reverse. Judgment in the reverse. And Death. So maybe it's time that I pull back, or I guess I can't trust this person anymore. A little bit of heartbreak. Like I said, it could be romantic, it could be platonic. But feeling like I trusted the wrong person, or this individual was someone that I thought things were going to, you know, go to the next level with, and now I feel like maybe that was foolish. Now I feel like I shouldn't have even tried to entertain a future with this person or a friendship with them. Ooh, I hope you're able to address that without too much struggle. We've got the Five of Cups in the reverse. Sorry guys, I gotta take a drink. King of Pentacles in the reverse and the Ace of Cups. This is an opportunity to heal. So whoever resonates with this hermit, yeah, it doesn't feel great to feel like you've invested in something that wasn't really meant to be, or, you know, found out that somebody was actually being a bit dishonest. But knowledge is power, and now you know where you should invest, or at least where you should not invest your time or energy. This is the Weird Cat Tarot. Ah, okay. Hello, John. How are you doing? What else do we have? Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Page of Pentacles. And Strength. This experience is not easy, and perhaps this was a while ago in the past. You'll take the energy, you know, for some of you it might be reading a little bit into the future. But we've got like disruption. I guess I can't count on you. I guess I can't rely on you. But it provides for a space where you can make a new connection, or you are able to build a stronger foundation for the next relationship or friendship. If you can't be an example, at least be a warning, right? I kind of thought I did. I try not to assume that it was something that I told you, but it sounded familiar. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Wheel of Fortune. Five of Swords in the reverse. Even though it felt a little bit frustrating or even like rejection, right? Your intuition has gotten stronger as a result of this experience, and you're now better equipped to discern who you can trust and who you cannot. So rejection is protection, whether it's seen to be so in the moment or not. You're able to choose the individuals in your inner circle much more wisely now. So there's a change or a shift happening for you. When you go through a spiritual awakening, I would say one of the easiest ways to confirm that is a change in scenery. For some of you, that means moving, living in a different place, going off on your own, changing your professional situation as well, maybe a change in relationship status. But the people that make up your inner circle have to be trustworthy. And for a lot of people, you know, let's just say age-based, right? If you're in your 20s, you're probably hanging out with people that you went to school with or maybe that you worked with. You don't necessarily have as much in common with those folks other than your age. And the older you get, it tends to be friendships that are based on things that you actually have in common. Maybe you're super musical. Maybe you really enjoy going to the plays in the local theater. Whatever it is, you tend to have more in common, right? This is somebody who's going through that transition and they're realizing, I don't know if that was the right kind of person for me anyways, be it friend or romantic interest. They didn't really have the best of intentions, and that's becoming more important to me to figure out before I actually get too like involved, right? Are you for real? Hold on. Why is it doing that to me? Oh, because it's the 3 thing. Automatic ban. Yeah. There are better websites for that, you know? It's so confusing. It's like when people hit on you on LinkedIn. Like, were you just like, job application, job application, job application. Oh, you're hot. Date? Like, what? Hello, how's it going, Ella? I hope you're having a good day. We have the Magician and the 2 of Pentacles in the reverse. So the Magician card doesn't always include somebody that has a third eye, but that's what I'm really drawn to with this card. Your intuition is too strong to put up with the BS anymore. That's what this is. You've leveled up. You're not going to deal with people who you can't trust. You're not going to deal with people whose intentions are self-serving, you know? Hello, Access. How are you doing? Yes, I will agree with you on that, bum face. How are you doing? Wait, are you calling me turkey? Hey, Matthew. I'm sorry you talk about yourself like that. Seriously, though, I hope you have a good day, and I hope there's something that inspires you to interact with people on the interwebs with more of like a friendly energy, because you never know what you might be able to find or what positive changes happen in your life when you spend more of your time putting out positive energy. Yeah? So we've got the King of Cups and the Page of Swords. There's someone here who's going to communicate with you, and I feel like for many of you, this is a new person that you've met, or someone that you don't know really well. Some of you, this could be a person who's been a friend, but maybe more on the acquaintance side, or you hadn't known them as well. They may express an interest in you. This could be, again, this whole reading could be talking about social experiences in general and therefore apply to your friendships as well as your romantic life. But I feel like this is somebody who has a crush on you. I feel like this is somebody who's actually interested in a relationship with you. We have the Page of Cups. Look at them. They're like batting their eyes at you like, oh, you're so hot. They're interested. But they know that you've had some difficult experiences in the past. Maybe just because they've seen things on social media, or maybe because you've been willing to share some of your experience with this person. They feel like if they were to pursue a relationship with you, they would really have to be smart in their approach because they don't want to cause any stress or grief. They feel like timing is really important as well. All right, let's see. This is the Tarot of the Nile. Hey, Outlaw, how are you doing? You say, tell me something crazy. I don't think I can actually show you, but I have an earlobe that is attached. Can you see it? And then I have an earlobe that is free. There you go. Something crazy. Hello, Robert. How are you doing? Hello, Beauty. Hello, Mrs. J. What's up, Rachel? Hey, Pegasus. I'm gonna let you know how this works out real quick. I'm gonna put you in a little baby timeout. Only 10 minutes, you'll be okay. But if you wanna come into the live chat with a little bit more respect for me, then we can talk about me doing a favor for you, okay? I do hope you're having a good day. So we've got the Eight of Pentacles. Queen of Cups in the reverse. All work and no play, huh? So this is either your person or you. And again, for some of you, this could be someone you have yet to meet right around the corner. But I do feel like someone here I'm picking up on, it's like, yeah, I'm gonna just like focus on my money. I don't know if I really want to spend too much time socializing. Maybe there's a little of it, but mostly I'm building my business or following this, you know, kind of difficult education plan. Whatever it is, it's like business, you know? No time for a mullet here. Queen of Cups in the reverse. I'm not interested in love. I try to keep people at arm's length because trusting people is something that requires a lot of time and patience, and whoever you are, this is either you or your person, it's like, I don't know if I have time for that right now. I'm just gonna protect my heart instead. Hello, Michael, how are you doing? Page of Pentacles in the reverse. The Empress and the Ace of Swords in the reverse. So a little warning for you, if you are that hermit energy, makes sense, right? The hermits are kind of known for not socializing a ton. Make sure that you are not so comfortable pushing people away that you miss out on a true friend or somebody that you would be in a very happy relationship with, because it does look to me like you are basically judging someone as not worth your time because you're in the habit of it. I'm trying to think of... Okay, so sometimes if I'm chopping vegetables, I like to separate out, obviously, I'm sure everyone does. Here's what I've chopped. Here's the, like, I don't know, the skin of the onion or whatever, right? The end of the carrot, whatever we're doing. The stuff that you separate, if you're not separating as much and you're getting real used to just chopping and putting it into, I put it into like a little bowl or something. Sometimes I get into the habit and I'm so like perfunctory with it that I toss the like skin of the onion in there, right? So this is somebody who's saying, you're not good, you're not worthy of my omelet. And the universe is like, hold on. You're rejecting that person awfully fast. Did you even get their name? Do you even know what they like? Did you let them flirt with you, or were you a jerk again? You were a jerk again, weren't you? Again, this could be for you or your person, but whoever the hermit is, the universe is like, hold your horses, please. Why did we give you discernment unless it was to be able to figure out which ones are good and which ones you probably should stay away from, right? If you just constantly reject everybody, that's not discernment. That's just like, man, if only I could say the things that I really want to. I'm just going to say being a D, okay? You get the point. Oh, hey, thanks, John. Hello, Be Kind. I love your name. Hello, Stoned Epiphany. How are you doing? If I have time, I really do enjoy doing those. I've got one that I would like to do for Grind Hard at the end of this if he shows up. But I tend to do about 30 or 40 minutes of general or collective reading and then personal readings or personal questions at the end. I do prioritize those who donate, of course. Thank you, Third Eye. I'm glad you appreciate that. It's kind of weird, right? And then green eyes are pretty rare too, so I'm just a weird one, you know? Did I miss saying hello? Hello, Renee. How are you doing? And I don't know if I actually said hi to you, Third Eye, but we'll still... We've got the Nine of Pentacles and the Three of Swords in the reverse. So your intuition has been consistently guiding you to maybe be a little bit more to yourself or have a little bit more solitude. Maybe you've been focusing on healing from that past situation where you found out you couldn't trust your friends or a person you were dealing with. But this is telling you there's like a yield sign here, like slow down a little bit. You might miss a person who is totally worth your time. Hello, Jason. Hello, music. How are you doing? That was my smirk too, Rachel. Hello, famous Seamus. How you doing? So we have the Four of Pentacles, your inclination to hold back or not let people get to know you. It could be a problem where you reject this person who is actually a soulmate. Now, when people use the term soulmate, I think there are a lot of people who assume this is the one person I'm supposed to be with. They're better than anybody else I could meet or have met. But I believe, and I think a lot of people do, that there are multiple soulmates that you will encounter in your life, both platonic and romantic. People that inspire you or people that help you to realize who you really are, holding up a mirror to you perhaps, or appreciating the unique energy that you have. This is saying you could potentially miss out on a soulmate because you're over here like, I'm busy. Leave me alone. Which makes me think of the song Leave Me Alone, which is hauntingly beautiful, in my opinion. Oh God, what's her name? Natalie Imbruglia. There's a G in there. It doesn't sound like it. I don't know why they thought there needed to be a G in there. Is it Italian, maybe? But she had a couple of hits in like early 2000s, I want to say. But yeah, go check out that song. Hello, Ashwin. Hello, Paula. Happy Halloween to you. Hello, Tomas. ¿Cómo estás? Yes, it is. So we've got the King of Cups, loving energy and emotional maturity. Hello, Stephen. How are you doing? Yes, I think that was her most popular song. And then we've got the Knight of Swords. So this person who has a crush on you or who is interested in you is going to confess their feelings or make their intentions known. Hey, you want to grab coffee sometime? Hey, you want to go see that movie? Hey, you want to go bowling? Quick poll, who actually likes bowling? I like it, but like once a year. Hello, Silver. How's it going? Hello, Yesh. King of Wands in the reverse. Knight of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. I do feel for the Hermit, there is a question of, am I just physically attracted? Is this person just looking for a little bit of fun? King of Wands in the reverse is talking about that like player energy, right? I got to make sure that I'm not getting mixed up in a connection with somebody who just likes to get what they want and then walk away. But over time, if you give this person a chance, they show you that what they want is something long term, that they want to build something that is worth cherishing, right? But the risk is that you're too quick with that reject button. What was that show on MTV? Thank You Next. Maybe you're just a little bit too used to being like swiping real fast, right? I can't remember which. Yeah, anyways. All right, so this is the Spanish tarot. And do we like that sometimes, Rachel? Thank you, Yash. What else? The Fool, El Loco. The Fool's in the reverse. It's not a good look. The Fool in the reverse is foolish. Not, I don't know, taking in the clues or the environment around them. The Page of Swords in the reverse and the Nine of Cups in the reverse. Okay. If you reject this person or make it seem like it's a chore to get to know them, you will at some point regret it. I've done plenty of readings on here about people who are like sitting in the, I don't know, on the sidelines watching another person get into a very happy, healthy relationship and feeling jealousy because they didn't pursue that person or didn't approach it correctly. Don't be that person. You got somebody here who's interested in you and they have good intentions, and it seems like you're attracted to them too, but you're too quick to see flaws or look for red flags that you might be like, adios. Dismiss. Yeah, I mean, I feel like there were several of them. There's also that one where they like searched your room with black lights and stuff. What was that called? Anyways. Wild. The Chariot. Look at that art. Is that not amazing? These cards are from 1978, which I find to be pretty amazing. The Four of Cups. I think if you can catch yourself before you really push this person away, you will see that they actually want you and they want to be good to you. And they might actually cross off a lot of the things on your list as far as what you're looking for. So give it a moment. Take a breather, sleep on it, you know? Got the Four of Wands. This is saying you're seeing rejection too easily, where there's actually a chance for a long-term connection, where there's actually a chance for love. But what you have to be able to do is acknowledge that it's something you actually want and communicate in a way that demonstrates you're interested. Now, do I say, or am I saying you have to like confess your love or ask this person out yourself? No, but like at least be open-minded, right? Hey, Ruben, how are you doing? Hello, Faso. Hello, Mina. Akoma. I'm glad you're good now. Aren't they? I did not make that up, did I? Look up MTV dating show. I think it was like Room Swap or something like that, but basically you kidnap a person. They don't have time to clean up their room, but they signed up for the show, so they kind of know it's coming. And then they investigate rooms and choose who they go on a date with based on what they found in the room. I swear I did not make it up. Hello, Nelson. How are you doing? Room Raiders. Scooter, you're the best. Thank you. I appreciate you. See? I told you. Thank you. Be kind. So we've got the Star in the reverse, and I can't show you her boobies, but there you go. The Star in the reverse indicates that there may be some healing still remaining if you are this hesitant to connect with somebody who has good intentions. Ask yourself if there's someone you need to forgive. Ask yourself if there's something you can finally let go of, because when you hold on to resentment, think about the actual words. Holding on to resentment. baggage. What you're carrying is something that you don't need, and it's taking up your energy. Why would you invest in something that happened a long time ago when you could just, adios, see you later? It's like almost as fun as canceling a monthly expense that you don't need anymore. Let's say you buy a home gym, so you're able to cancel your gym membership. Do you know how great it is to be like, bye, I don't have to pay you anymore. I don't need you. See you later. That's what you can do to perhaps encourage an open mind when it comes to falling in love with somebody new or being pursued and having that like positive energy or believing that things could go well, right? Optimism. We have the Ten of Cups in the reverse and the Page of Wands in the reverse. Who are you? You're lovable. Is that the issue? Are you worried about whether or not people could fall in love with you? Maybe you really like being alone. Was it Jim Carrey who said, solitude is addicting? Once you learn how to be happy on your own, it can be painful or really difficult to allow people in. Thank you, Mina. I probably should. I've never really thought about that. I do love eyeshadow, and shout out to my sister-in-law, Melinda, for giving me the best palette ever for Christmas. Hey, Carrie, how's it going? I hope you're having a good day. Thanks, Dee. So look, you got to be able to acknowledge that someone wants to be good to you, someone would fall in love with you, and that you could be in a happy connection. You don't want to sabotage something that is a blessing that has been sent to you. Seven of Swords, Six of Cups, Five of Swords in the reverse. Use your discernment, follow your intuition, and it will make you see who you can trust and who you can't. You just have to be able to leverage it like the tool that it is. I'll give you an example. My car has one of those cameras out the back, so I might be a little bit notorious for backing my car into parking spaces instead of being a normal human. What am I, like a robber or something? I gotta have a fast getaway. When I back into like the garage stall or a parking spot, I pretty routinely will use the mirrors instead of the backup camera, almost like as a preventative measure, because if I rent a car or I'm driving someone else's car and I don't have that camera, I don't want to be dependent upon it. But there's got to be a balance, right? So I try to use both. This is saying if you don't use your intuition, much like that camera, then like what good is it? You have it, make good use of it, right? I get that, be kind. Hello, Capo, how you doing? So when you are convinced or concerned that somebody who's interested in you may just be interested in the sins of the flesh, just ask yourself if you're being a little bit too quick to judge somebody unfavorably. Ask yourself if you have let go of the things that make it easy for you to push people away. We can be observant and use our intuition to understand how other people are treating us, but we also have to be able to use that intuition introspectively. What can I do? What am I doing that maybe is making this more difficult than it needs to be? This is the Earth and Bones Oracle. I'm happy to hear it, Matt. Hello, Michelle. How are you doing? Ooh. Of course, I gotta drop some stuff, right? Yes, I am currently trying not to compete with you because with a number like that, I feel like I need to tell you, well, I've had 200,000 wives. Yeah. Interesting. What do we have? Thanks, third eye. We've got stoicism. Number 19, peaceful, harmonious, receptiveness, and manifestation. Enchanter, self-evaluation, like I was talking about. Awakening, purpose, independence, and confidence. We probably have some lawn care that may end up cutting this reading short. Sorry, you guys, if you can hear that. But this is saying when you acknowledge all that you have to offer and all that you have to be able to discern whether or not you should offer that to people, then your confidence increases. Not just because you're a boss and you know how to read people, not just because you know what you have to offer or what advantages you have. You know that you've worked through the things that may have been described as shortcomings of yours, right? That enables you to have a healthy relationship because you're not out here constantly overthinking or pushing people away, right? Flight, number 28, opportunity, prosperity, new venture, and don't wait. Don't reject this person. Don't walk away from them. Give them an opportunity to show you who they are and learn about you. I hope you have a great day anyways, living life. We like weird here. Oh, thank you, Rachel. I appreciate you. We've got heart, number 7, emotional awakening, creativity, intuition, and follow your heart. Your intuition is one of your most powerful tools that you have available to you. To ignore it or not leverage it in situations that could lead to your happiness is doing yourself a disservice. Use what you got, you know? People will say it pays to advertise, but can we switch it to it pays to analyze? Oh, you're so welcome. We've got the Kipper. What else do we have here? Child in the reverse. House in the reverse, and family room. I feel this is somebody who's had a rough childhood, somebody who may have bounced from home to home or had some difficulties connecting to their parents or maybe had to grow up with their aunt or uncle. This is somebody who has wanted to have their own like domestic bliss because they were always searching for it when they were younger. They see you and they feel like you would be a great parent or that you would be a great partner. They want to have that happy home life with you, but you got to give them an opportunity to actually get to know you first, right? All right, so we've got the poverty card in the reverse, mature man in the reverse, and pathway. I do think you've been able to sidestep several issues or problems that could have caught up a few other people that were less observant. But this is saying this isn't a loss, this isn't a problem, this isn't somebody who would be a drain on your energy. This is somebody who has gone through some of the same things that you have, and you may be a little too quick to judge something as immature when it's maybe just them being a little bit playful or flirtatious, right? Exactly. So we have wealthy man in the reverse and main male. We might have some differences in terms of how you approach life, how you make money, how you spend money, but those things don't seem to be too dramatic or difficult, an obstacle to overcome. And it does look like this new love interest of yours is somebody that enables you to find the right path, whether that means they influence where you live or what kind of work you do. It does seem to be an inspirational influence or a supportive influence as opposed to the opposite. This is the truth is. hopefully helping people. How you doing, Frank? We've got unstable. I feel like there's someone here who has dealt with a lot of unstable energy. Maybe you've got someone in your family that is consistently getting into trouble. Maybe your parents didn't set the best example. Maybe your exes all belong in a circus. Just send them a clip of that right there. You've been dealing with a lot of instability around you. You found the ability to create what you need for security for yourself, but adding another person into that mix may seem like a really tall order. I always think with balance, I think about holding a tray with like 3 or 4 drinks on it and how you space them and how you add or subtract, how important that is, right? Somebody's thinking about, if I get to know you, are you just going to destroy all the peace that I've made for myself, right? Because I don't want to deal with somebody who is going to cause chaos or make me feel like I did before. I know my self-worth. I know that I deserve someone who respects me, loves, blah, 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 all of that, right? That's true. I think this has been important. This solitude has been important for you to understand more about yourself. But if you keep people at a distance, how can you get into that healthy relationship, right? So just a little heads up from the universe. They want you to at least be open to somebody being amazing and wanting to do right by you. Don't walk away from that, okay? All right, I think that lawnmower might get a little bit loud soon, so I'm going to sign off. I love you all. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes. Thank you for hyping if you're able to, and I will see you on the next reading. Toodles.